My brothers and sisters, today we reflect on a group of people who often walk a path filled with trials, those who have embraced Islam after previously following another way. These are our brothers and sisters who have chosen faith, and yet their journey is not always easy. When someone embraces Islam, they may find that the world around them suddenly becomes a little colder, a little more challenging. Friends may question them, family members may express disappointment, and society sometimes may misunderstand their intentions. It is in these moments of hardship that the true test of faith begins. You see, embracing Islam is not just a change of ritual or practice. It is a transformation of the heart. It is a decision to walk the path that Allah loves, even if it comes with trials. Those who have chosen this path often feel a sense of isolation, as they may no longer fit in the spaces they once knew. Yet, it is in this very isolation that the heart turns towards Allah more sincerely. Challenges, however, are not meant to break a person, they are meant to strengthen them. Every whispered doubt, every question from loved ones, every moment of feeling alone becomes a reminder to rely fully on Allah. For He alone is the source of comfort and guidance. A revert learns patience, humility, and resilience, qualities that many of us take for granted. Equally important is the support that a revert finds along the way. The Muslim community, sincere friends, and those who understand the journey become anchors of encouragement. Guidance from the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet, peace be upon him, illuminate the path, and gradually the one who once felt isolated begins to feel connected, not just to people but to Allah Himself. When a person embraces Islam, the change they undergo is not just a matter of routine or outward practice. It is a transformation of the heart, a shift in identity, and a commitment to a path that is pleasing to Allah. Yet, as beautiful and rewarding as this journey is, it is not without its challenges. One of the greatest challenges that reverts face is the struggle of identity and the pressure that comes from society, family, and friends. It is something that touches the very core of a person's life, testing their patience, their resolve, and their connection to their Creator. Imagine a person who has lived a certain way, surrounded by people who understand them, whose friends and family have shared the same culture, habits, and beliefs. Suddenly, they make a choice to follow Islam. It may start with a simple declaration, perhaps with the testimony of faith, but immediately the ripple effects begin. Those who were once close may look at them differently. Friends may question why they have changed. Some may distance themselves, and others may even mock or criticize. Family members, who were once the source of comfort and support, may express confusion, sadness, or even anger. In some cases, the reactions are harsh, filled with disappointment or fear as they struggle to accept the decision of their loved one. This pressure can weigh heavily on a person's heart. It is not easy to feel misunderstood by those you love the most. It is not easy to navigate conversations where your intentions are questioned or your choices are scrutinized. It is not easy to find yourself in spaces where people no longer see you as the person they once knew. Yet, this is a reality that many reverts face, and it is a reality that tests their commitment to Allah, their sincerity, and their courage. The struggle of identity is more than social pressure. It is also an internal battle. A revert may feel torn between the life they once knew and the new life they are embracing. They may ask themselves whether they will ever feel fully accepted or whether they are sacrificing too much in pursuit of faith. They may wonder if their friends will ever understand them, if their family will ever come to accept their new path, and if they themselves will be strong enough to continue despite the challenges. These questions are natural, and the feelings of loneliness or uncertainty are real. But it is in these moments that the heart turns sincerely to Allah, seeking comfort, guidance, and reassurance. It is important to remember that the struggle of identity is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it is a sign of bravery. To step away from familiar ways, to embrace a new identity aligned with the truth, requires immense courage. Every challenge faced, every difficult conversation, every moment of feeling alone becomes a chance to strengthen one's relationship with Allah. It is an opportunity to develop patience, resilience, and sincerity. And while the struggle is difficult, there is also beauty in it. For a revert, the feeling of being different is often accompanied by a sense of purpose. The heart learns to rely on Allah alone, to find comfort in prayer, in recitation of the Quran, and in reflection on the mercy of Allah. The challenges faced in society and within family are transformed into lessons of perseverance, lessons of empathy for others, and lessons of unwavering faith. Over time, the feeling of isolation begins to fade, replaced by the knowledge that the choice made was for the pleasure of Allah and that the rewards for patience are immense and everlasting. It is also vital for the community around a revert to understand the weight of this struggle. Compassion, support, and gentle guidance can make a world of difference. Encouragement, understanding, and inclusion help a revert feel valued and accepted, easing the burden of social pressure. Every smile, every word of support, every moment of recognition of their efforts strengthens their faith and reinforces their courage. So while the struggle of identity is real and challenging, it is also a path of immense reward. Those who face these trials with patience and sincerity will find their hearts strengthened, their faith deepened, and their connection with Allah enriched. The challenges of identity, the pressures of society, and the questions of family are not obstacles but opportunities. Opportunities to grow spiritually, to refine character, and to experience the beauty of Allah's guidance in every step taken. Truly, the journey of a revert is not always easy, but it is noble, courageous, and filled with blessings that only patience and faith can reveal. For those who walk this path, every struggle endured becomes a testament to their love for Allah, their commitment to truth, and their unwavering courage in the face of trials. When a person embraces Islam, they are not just choosing a religion, they are choosing a way of life, a path that requires patience, resilience, and sincerity. And yet, it is often said that the journey of a revert is not an easy one. The challenges they face are many misunderstandings from family, judgment from friends, and pressure from society. But it is precisely through these challenges that the most beautiful aspect of their journey unfolds, spiritual growth. For it is in hardship that the heart turns to Allah, and it is through trials that faith becomes deep and enduring. The life of a revert is a constant reminder that Allah tests those He loves not to harm them, but to elevate them. Every difficulty faced, every moment of feeling alone is an opportunity to draw closer to Him. When the world seems harsh, when loved ones fail to understand, and when friends distance themselves, the revert is left with a choice to rely on the world or to rely on Allah. And as the heart learns to place its trust in Allah alone, spiritual growth begins to take root. Patience develops, humility deepens, and a connection with the Creator becomes more intimate than ever before. Spiritual growth is not always immediate, nor is it always visible to the eye. It is a quiet transformation, often occurring in the solitude of prayer, in the reflection upon the Quran, and in moments of sincere repentance. A revert learns to find comfort in the words of Allah, understanding that He is closer than the jugular vein, and that no hardship occurs without His knowledge. Every trial becomes a lesson. Every moment of discomfort an opportunity for introspection, and every encounter with misunderstanding a chance to purify the heart. It is also in these challenges that the character of a revert is refined. A person who has faced social isolation or criticism for their faith learns resilience and courage. They learn to speak the truth with wisdom and to act with patience, even when it is difficult. They begin to understand the true meaning of reliance on Allah, tawakkul, and they learn that no amount of worldly acceptance can replace the peace that comes from knowing they are walking on the path He loves. Every hardship endured strengthens their resolve, and every obstacle overcome becomes a testimony of their commitment to Islam. Moreover, the spiritual growth of a revert is deeply personal and transformative. They begin to see life through a new lens, through the lens of faith, gratitude, and divine purpose. Things that once seemed trivial now fade into the background, while acts of worship, sincerity, and kindness take center stage. The heart becomes more sensitive to the rights of others, more conscious of sin, and more eager to please Allah in every action. Even the trials themselves are no longer burdens but opportunities for reward, for Allah promises that with every hardship comes ease, and with every struggle comes the chance to elevate one's status in His sight. One of the most profound aspects of this spiritual growth is the development of patience. Patience is not merely the ability to endure hardship, it is the ability to remain steadfast in faith, to continue performing good deeds, to maintain sincerity in worship, and to trust that Allah's plan is perfect, even when life seems confusing. A revert learns that patience is not passive but active. It is the strength to stand firm in truth, the wisdom to act justly, and the courage to persevere when the heart longs for comfort and understanding. Spiritual growth also brings with it a deeper appreciation of Allah's mercy. A person who has experienced trials firsthand begins to recognize the countless blessings that may have once been taken for granted. They develop gratitude for the small things, the warmth of a prayer, the guidance of the Quran, the support of a sincere friend, and they come to understand that true success is measured not by worldly approval, but by the pleasure of Allah. Indeed, the journey of a revert is filled with lessons, but these lessons are gifts. Each challenge faced is an opportunity to purify the heart, to draw nearer to Allah, and to strengthen the soul. Spiritual growth is not just about what a person learns outwardly. It is about the transformation of the heart, the awakening of the conscience, and the deepening of faith that becomes a source of inner peace, resilience, and unwavering devotion. So, while the path may be difficult and the struggles may be many, the revert who endures with patience, trust, and reliance on Allah will find that every hardship becomes a stepping stone to spiritual elevation. Every challenge becomes a means to strengthen faith, refine character, and deepen the connection with the Creator. And in the end, the heart that once faced trials alone now beats with a profound sense of purpose, gratitude, and love for Allah, a love that is unshakable, eternal, and deeply transformative. One of the greatest challenges a revert faces is not just the struggle within themselves or the judgment of others, but the sense of isolation that can accompany their new path. When a person embraces Islam, they often leave behind familiar social circles, cultural habits, and ways of life that once defined them. In this transition, the presence of a supportive community becomes not just beneficial but essential. Building a network of support is a cornerstone of a revert's journey, for it is through guidance, encouragement, and understanding that the heart finds strength, and the faith grows stronger. A support network does not mean simply having people around you. It is more than that. It is about surrounding oneself with those who understand the path you are walking, who can offer advice grounded in knowledge, and who can remind you of the mercy and guidance of Allah when doubts or difficulties arise. It is about finding a circle where sincerity is valued over judgment, where questions are welcomed, and where challenges are met with compassion. For a revert, such a network can transform the journey from one of struggle into one of empowerment and spiritual growth. Family support, when available, can be a source of incredible comfort. Yet, not every revert finds immediate understanding in their family. Some family members may struggle to accept the new faith, and some may unknowingly place emotional pressure on the revert. In such cases, the broader support network becomes even more critical. Friends from the Muslim community, mentors, scholars, and fellow reverts provide guidance, reassurance, and a sense of belonging. They share experiences, offer solutions, and remind the heart that feeling alone is not the same as being truly unsupported. These connections allow a revert to navigate the challenges of life without losing faith or hope. In addition, a support network provides practical guidance in matters of daily life. Islam is a complete way of life, encompassing not just beliefs but also practices, ethics, and interactions with others. A revert may have questions about prayer, fasting, modesty, or interactions with the community. Having people to turn to, people who have experience, knowledge, and patience, can make these aspects of learning and practicing Islam less overwhelming. Every question answered, every doubt clarified, and every encouragement received becomes a building block in strengthening both faith and confidence. Emotional support is equally vital. The journey of a revert is deeply personal, and it can often feel lonely. In moments of self-doubt, when family or friends fail to understand, and when societal pressures seem overwhelming, the encouragement of a supportive circle can be a lifeline. A simple conversation, a shared experience, or a kind word from someone who has walked a similar path can lift the heart, ease anxiety, and reignite hope. Reverts begin to realize that while their faith journey may be unique, they are not alone in facing the challenges it brings. Moreover, building a support network teaches important lessons about gratitude, humility, and reciprocity. A revert learns to value sincere friendships, to seek knowledge with respect, and to contribute positively to the lives of others. They understand that support is a two-way street. While they receive guidance and encouragement, they also provide encouragement, understanding, and compassion to fellow Muslims and fellow reverts. This exchange strengthens the community, fosters empathy, and builds bonds that endure through trials and joys alike. Technology and social media, when used wisely, also play a role in connecting reverts to supportive communities. Online forums, educational platforms, and virtual study circles allow individuals to seek guidance, learn about Islam, and find companions on similar journeys. These tools help bridge geographical gaps, ensuring that no revert feels entirely disconnected, even in places where local communities may be small or less accessible. Ultimately, a strong support network empowers a revert to face life's challenges with confidence and resilience. It nurtures spiritual growth, reduces feelings of isolation, and provides both practical and emotional guidance. With support, a revert can focus on what truly matters, building a sincere relationship with Allah, performing righteous deeds, and contributing positively to the world around them. The journey of a revert is beautiful, but it is not meant to be walked alone. Those who take the initiative to seek guidance, connect with the community, and build strong relationships find that the path becomes smoother, their hearts lighter, and their faith stronger. In every supportive smile, every word of advice, and every act of kindness, the revert experiences a reflection of Allah's mercy and love. Indeed, building a network of support transforms challenges into opportunities. It turns isolation into companionship, confusion into clarity, and struggle into growth. It allows the revert to not only survive the trials of their journey, but to thrive, emerging stronger, wiser, and more deeply connected to their faith. In the end, the support they receive is not just about companionship, it is about empowerment, guidance, and the reassurance that they are never truly alone when their heart and soul are aligned with the one who sees all and knows all. So to those who have embraced Islam, remember, your journey is noble. Your struggle is recognized, and your patience is treasured in the sight of Allah. And to the rest of us, let us offer compassion, guidance, and love so that their path becomes easier and their faith grows stronger. Truly, the challenges faced by reverts are many, but with patience, prayer, and perseverance, their hearts find peace and their souls find eternal reward.